Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going to be putting the hedge cutter on the Paus swing loader. So that's a hedge cutter flail head there. So yeah, this is going to be my first time not only using loading shovel swing loader to cut a hedge, but it's also my first time ever cutting a hedge. So this is going to be fun. So anyways, before we get too much further in the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notified of my videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Still a bit early in the morning, but however. But yeah, so anyways, we'll get this on and then we'll check to see what position, because I need to do the side and the top. So I need to have it that can do flat and top, and I may have to change the position of the flail to the fork. So we'll have to do all that. But anyways, we'll get it put on, and yeah, we're going to cut hedges down on the reed bed, along the reed bed on the way back up, and then go over to the house and cut my mother's landy hedge. So I'm going to practice down there and then go over to my mother's. Now we can't cut a whole lot of hedges because ground conditions are quite sticky around home, and out by the reed bed is a stone pass, so we'll have no bother doing that. We'll talk a bit about the reed bed when we're down there, and I want to shape that hedge as it's starting to come up now, and I want to get to ticking out so we don't have cattle going into the reed bed anymore, because that used to be a bit of an issue when the reed bed went in first. But anyways, we get this on. Now that is the flail head on. So Slanetrac, it's not really, it's like a big blade with two knives on it going round. So it's not a flail as in something that goes that way. It goes around, not that way. Yeah. So we'll see what positions it'll go to. 30. So I'm going to give it a go like this, and I'm just going to have to change the way I want it. So I just tip down here, down the pass. I have to roll up a bit of temporary wire that's along the reed bed, and then yeah, we'll see how this goes. Cut down and cut up, and then put it on the flat, and then cut the top of the reed bed hedge, and yeah, see how it goes. Just the biggest thing I think at the minute is the pass isn't wide enough for me to slew it to the side. Trimming it back a bit, that's not attacking the wing mirrors of everything that comes down here, and then trim up the reed bed, which is there, just that bit there, just to get it to ticking out. I'm going to go gather up this bit of temporary fence and pigtails, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. But there's always something. See how that works. This side you can just see the wire in there after we just touching it back, nothing more. So anyways, try and remember now how to do this. So if I press this, put that back in the middle, that's to set my throttle. So that controls my throttle. I press this, and then I think engage. No, I think maybe I have to push this back button. Does it start spinning? Yeah. So it's starting to spin there now. And just hear it. You can hear it there now. So this controls kind of the hydraulic flow. And then I give her throttle. I was told about 1800 on the revs. We'll see how this goes now. See how this goes. Right, I'll put down the camera somewhere. So this is my first time doing anything to do with hedge cutting. First time ever. So, as you can rate my work when I'm finished now. So far I'm not doing a whole lot. The way this is working at the minute is my throttle, my foot throttle is controlling my movement speed, even though I have the automatic, or the I don't know what you want to call it, the other throttle is set out, but I'm still controlling with my foot throttle. which is quite handy. I thought that I'd be trying to hold her on the brake doing this, but no, not a bit. So I can press the button on the side, that knocks it out. I drop back the throttle and I get turned around, and then we'll try and go back up the other side and not get caught in the wire. I think I'm going to try it like this and see how it goes. Did that come in? Some speed in it. This is run number 2 and the reason I am cutting this hedge is I want to get it to tiller out. When you cut the branches it all tillers, and that should make a better hedge. And because the reed bed there, we've had issues with it in the past, cattle getting in, and damn you, anytime you run them down the pass, even with the temporary fencing. Now the reed bed, which you can see there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds in our reed bed, and it takes the purpose of the reed bed is to take the water off the yard and the rain. It takes the rainwater from the yard and from the sheds. And the purpose of the reed bed, it takes that water, it cleans it, and then it returns it back into ours goes into the drain at the end, and that's what it's for. It's for cleaning the water that comes off the yard. Prior to putting in the reed bed, we had where the clump is, which is just behind me there. All that water just used to go into the middle of the field, and everything below the clump was a complete and utter waste. And it has worked a treat for us. So it's given us back nearly 3 or 4 acres of the bottoms there that we could never do anything with because it was always so wet, and we only had to sacrifice, it is about half an acre all we have in reed bed. And the only thing is though, what you put into a reed bed, you have to take off your maps for your single farm payment because it's no longer agricultural use land. So we're nearly down to the line. I think I might change the position of the yoke back to where it was just to finish off, because I'm just at my full reach there pointing down, and I just want to get the rest of these. There's a bit of a thick one now, and it is mincemeat. My hedge cutting, what do you think it's like? I know I miss bits quite in because yeah, you're not able to bring it in close enough to yourself. You really do need to be kind of in a field setting, not just on a pass. It's a little bit tight, so the right hand next bit I didn't do too well, but I think I've done alright on the other side of it. Maybe we'll be on over to the house and we'll get geared up to cut my mother's Lalande hedge, and she has a laurel hedge as well she wants cut. Going to be driving across the lawn, so it's going to be fun. And there's also a heap of stuff in the way. It's going to be tight, narrow. It's going to be interesting now. So far, the flail head, you cut grass along underneath your fences, you cut back around the fence and that. But you'd need a fair bit of space just as it's set up, but be able to make up on a ram with a twisty head. And you would be able to do a much better job, just as it is on the pallet forks. It's useful, but it could be more useful, I think is the best way of putting it. So anyways, we'll be on over to the house.
You're always stuck in my head, you know I can't forget it. I try to move on, but you're the one that I dream about. I sit alone in my room, drawing up pictures.
I am quite literally just after cutting that hedge there. Didn't plan on, but Father Phil says go out, try it there. I don't think I've done too bad. Again, it's the forks and everything is too far out to be able to trim the very edge of the hedge, but I think I didn't do too bad. There's a few bits still there, but I suppose for me first time and using a non-conventional means of doing the job, I don't think I've done too bad. We're going to cut my mother's hedge now and hopefully go on a little bit better. But I don't know how the Landis or Laurel's cut. Hopefully they are soft enough, but we'll find out soon enough. So, this is part of what my mother wants cut, is that laurel hedge there. There's not much in it. Them trees are a bit big, but we'll see what we can do. And then these little Landis. So I think it's more just top them. I'll just double check with her that she just wants them topped and not the sides done. Sides, maybe she wants the sides done too. But yeah, have to somehow maybe reach across that. I don't know. They didn't move it. Okay, we'll have to move that. We'll get Jess there. And then around, and then there's the bit of a garage shed is in the way. So yeah, this is really going to be a test now of yeah, trying to cut this hedge. Hopefully break no windows. Yeah, that is the one thing that I am kind of really afraid of cutting, especially when I don't hold the machine, is breaking the window, because I know hedge cutting and breaking windows are two things that kind of go together. But yeah, anyways, we get to it. So that is the hedge nearly cut. Yeah, just don't look at that, it's a bit of a mess, but yeah, done quite well, so it did. I'm happy enough with it. You can just see sprigs the far side, just can't reach them. We'll have to get them with something else. But yeah, we didn't face it because my father didn't want me going too much on the ground. It's bad enough there now, but just not to be going over too much. But yeah, I'm happy enough with that now. So anyways, all that's left to be done is just go around to this side, just do the laurel hedge there, there's not much in it, and then just level off the top of that. That's it, and that is us finished with the hedge cutter on this machine. So yeah, it's done all right. Happy enough. It really has let the light in front of the house now. You kind of walk out the back door and you're like, whoa, let there be light. There's a lot of light in now. But anyways, we'll get back to it. yeah, is that just nicely trimmed up. May have left a few marks, but yeah, no, it's nicely trimmed up. Mother Phil is well pleased, especially with this hedge here. As you've seen, they took quite a lot off. That this is quite a good bit of kit now. She was well able to. It's the lie of the land. I'm following the lie of the land. Come on now, Jess, on camera. How's my hedge cutting skills?
Worse than useless.
Worse than useless?
Look, you have it lovely and straight, and then you went up a bit, and then you started to fall down.
I was following the contours of the land.
And you not know how to adjust when you're going downhill.
The contours of the land, yes. Contours of the land. Sister Phil, Sister Jess, taking the piss out of me. Anyways. See, Jess! Sister Jess, call her Sister Jess, she loves that. Anyways. So yeah, that's this machine. That Slanetrac head is quite good now. I was well impressed now how I was able to mulch up them Lelandies. So it was. The Paus loader had the hydraulic flow, had the power to do it. I feel like this setup, having on the pallet forks, while it's handy, it saves having to buy another head implement. If it was done that, it was head implement back in here with a ram, because you still have your service there that you'll be able to swivel it. Like, it'd be useful trimming up under hedges and that. But hey, look, it's a bit of fun. I gotta go hedge cutting for the first time, and I got a hedge cut with a loader. That's something you do every day. But anyways, I think we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it. My lovely tasty hedge cutting, which now I'm in doubt of how good it actually is, because they're taking the piss on me, but hey, that's what families do. But yeah, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it from me. Good luck.